Good evening, everyone. My name is Basil Papaevagelou, the real one as indicated. I'm the Vice President of the Hellenic Board of Trade, and this evening I represent the RBC Financial Group, along with Tony Lafreda, the head of our corporate finance for Quebec, and also the Executive Vice President of the Royal Bank of Canada. And of course, Luc Vachon, the Vice President of Dominion Securities. It's the first time Luc has been in a room with so many Greeks. Let's try not to scare him. Our old friend Jerry Apostolados felt this was a homecoming. Well, for me, actually, it's a goodbye. My term at the Hellenic Board of Trade ends this summer, along with that of our president, Dimitri Antonopoulos, and the rest of the executive. And so I thought I would use this last opportunity to address you all with a bit of reflection. This is a room of wealth. It's a room of entrepreneurs and professionals. It is a room where I see individuals who have achieved tremendous personal accomplishment, thriving businesses, impressive legal and accounting practices, and large wealth management businesses are run by people in this room. These are individual successes, but we can also look at accomplishments that the Greek business community has achieved collectively. We have built many churches and a grand cathedral. Our schools are the envy of every other ethnic community, and these institutions have been here for years. I think the time has come to reflect on what next goal we can collectively achieve. I believe that an obvious choice would be to fully endow the Hellenic Studies chair at McGill University, which is named for Mariette Vachon and Basil Papaevagelou, whose family you've honored here tonight. To be fully endowed, McGill University requires $3 million. $1.7 million presently sits in the McGill University Endowment Fund. We have to raise the balance, and here's why. For those of you who are unaware, our proud history is being rewritten by academic charlatans. The massacres of our people never really happened. The occupation of our lands were not brutal at all. The outlawing of our language and religion is mere gossip, according to these professed scholars. We need to defend our history, and we need to defend the truth. I know there's a London, Ontario. There's even a Paris, Texas. There's a Venice, California. But how the heck can there be two Macedonias? We need the Hellenic Studies program at a world-class institution like McGill University to fight back against the untruths about our history. Academics at McGill, funded by us, can refute the nonsense that's being funded by others who do not share our view of world history or our place in it. Greek is not what I am, it is who I am, and I will not allow others to take my history away from me. And I cannot believe for 1 second that there's anyone in this room who is prepared to allow someone to take it away from you. I believe that in this room of commerce, we should unite around a cause that has nothing to do with commerce. Allow me to paraphrase a great story. According to legend, in ancient times, a contest was held every year that drew participants from far and wide. The third place winner received a rose made of silver. The second place winner received a rose made of pure gold. But the first place winner received a real rose, a beautiful living rose that soon wilted, dried up, and died. In this room of commerce, it is important to realize that sometimes it's not about commerce. It's about the cause. We have sons and daughters, nieces and nephews, grandchildren, whatever the case may be. And after they've gone to Socrates or Demosthenes, what academic routes are open to them to expand their knowledge and appreciation of Hellenism so they can defend it? We need to fully endow the Hellenic Studies chair. Every time I get a chance, I watch the movie Troy. When the great Achilles faced down the army of Thessalia after killing their champion, he defiantly said, "Is there no one else? Is there no one else?" Well, there is no one else. If the Hellenic Studies chair is to be fully funded, it has to be with the participation of the Hellenic business people in this room. There is no one else. There have already been major contributions made by people in this room, to name a few. Andrew Christopoulos, Nick Fotiadis, Nick Voudomanos, Miltiadis Antipas, and there is no one else. Over the next few months, a committee will be formed to gather the resources to raise the money needed for this project. In the autumn, the committee will reach out to the Greek community. No one on the committee will have a conflict of interest. No one will say me, or I before they say the word Greek. No politics, no bull, just get the job done. Dimitri Antonopoulos has already used the reference to 300, but I'll use it again. There are roughly 300 Greeks in this room. History teaches us that 300 Greeks should never be underestimated. History inspires us, as we know, that 300 Greeks, when united, can accomplish great things. And history humbles us, as we have seen that 300 Greeks can build a legacy that can far outlive us all. We here in this room are the Hellenic 300 of Montreal, and we will leave a lasting legacy to Hellenism. We will fully fund the Papachristidis Chair of Hellenic Studies at McGill University. We are 300 Greeks, and we should never be underestimated.